So HISD's Miles Ahead Scholars Program helps empower young men of color to ignite positive change in their lives, in their schools and communities.
And this year, 15 seniors from Wheatley, Worthing, and Kashmere High School make up the first graduating class and are about to head off to college. And joining us this morning to talk about it is Humberto Alanis, project manager for Miles Ahead Scholars. Humberto, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much. Good morning. How are y'all?
We're good.
Yes.
Happy Friday. We love this topic. Can you tell us more about what the Miles Ahead Scholars Program is all about?
Sure. So Houston's ISD's Miles Ahead Scholars Program is an initiative started by State Senator Boris Miles to increase the number of Black and Latino young men in college. We currently support students at 3 historic high schools, which are Wheatley, Worthing, and Kashmere High School. And our goal is for our students to attend the top colleges of their choice.
So how does this program work? What specifically are you addressing and how are you helping these young men?
Sure. So I think the areas that we try to impact in their lives is by being able to create a community of achievement and accountability. It provides our students with academic acceleration, college and career counseling, and enrichment opportunities that help students be strong college applicants and overall just better young men.
And why are programs like this so important?
Well, you know, we had our first graduating class this summer, and there were a number of students who told us that if it weren't for our support, they likely wouldn't have gone to college. Black and Latino young men already make up the smallest demographic of students in college, and here we have these young men that are extremely capable that say they wouldn't have gone if it weren't for our support. I think a perfect example of why programs like MAS can make a difference in the lives of Black and Latino young men is that of our student, Ja'Cory Johnson. So Ja'Cory is actually a graduate of the class of 2022. He's a 3rd generation Phyllis Wheatley Wildcat. And this fall, Ja'Cory will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio's Honors College as a Terry Foundation Scholar with a full ride to UTSA.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's the 2nd ever Terry Freshman Scholarship from Wheatley High School and the first in the last 15 years.
That is incredible.
That is incredible.
Families are going to hear stories like this. They're going to want to get involved. How does that work for students or parents who are hearing about this? They want their child to be involved in the Miles Ahead program.
Of course. Well, I think, you know, the earlier that we're connected, the better. But I think more directly, we begin to recruit students at the beginning of their 8th grade year. So that time frame is a great time for any student in Houston to connect with us. We're also in the last week of our recruitment cycle for this upcoming year. So if any rising 9th grade student is interested, they can email us at MAS, that's MAS, at HoustonISD.org.
Humberto, how important is community sport for programs like MAS? I mean, to thrive and to impact the young lives y'all are impacting?
Yeah, it's extremely important. You know, for the past 3 years since the foundation, since the founding of our program, we've been a team of 5 across 3 schools, and we couldn't have done this work without support of partners like Discover U, the Rice School Math Project, Prairie View A&M, Subtle Freeman, Writers in the Schools. You know, the list goes on, and it definitely takes a village, and we always welcome our community with open arms.
Is there a limit to how many students you can help? I mean, obviously you got to start somewhere. You can't put every student in the program, but like, what are the goals? How do you see this growing into the future?
I mean, I think given the fact that we support 3 high schools, our vision is to be able to reach as many young men as possible. I think, you know, the more young men that we're able to support, the better. And hopefully we'll be in more schools in the future.
Kudos to you and your entire team and the impact y'all are having on the lives of so many. Where can folks watching this morning go for more information?
Sure. So if you want more information and joining the Miles Ahead Scholars in any capacity, folks watching can learn more by visiting our website. That's HoustonISD.org/MAS, or by finding us on social media at MilesAhead_HISD.
Humberto Alanis, project manager for the Miles Ahead Scholars Program. Humberto, thanks so much for your time. I think for those of us learning about this program, it's great to hear that the community's coming together in this way.
Yes, it is. Can I ask you before we go, the parental response to this program, what's that been like to hear from moms and dads?
I mean, we have so many, I think, stories of parents reaching out to us and really thanking us for the support that we provide our young men. I think a lot of our parents see the change in their sons, right? See the positive change. See students that are more invested in their studies. See students that are more outgoing and more confident. and just becoming students that are going out and accomplishing their goals. So we love to hear that from our parents, but more so we love to see that from our students.
Well, you made our day with enlightening us with more on this program. Thank you so much for being with us. Have a good day.
Sure. Thank y'all.